Yo, what is up guys? Rob here with another WoW PvP video, and today we're going to be talking about the best PvP Ret Paladin Conduits that you should be using for Arena. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, share the video with someone you know who might find this information helpful, and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoy. So here we are at the Forge of Bonds. If you are a Carrion Ret Paladin, which most people are, this is where you have all your conduits located. Elysian Hold, Forge of Bonds, right here. So first off, let's talk about what conduits are. They're just like enchants for your abilities, so they just make your abilities better. So for example, I'll show you one right now. Ringing Clarity is a conduit, and it makes Divine Toll has a 52% chance to cast 3 extra times on the main target. So if this procs while you're using Divine Toll, you're going to be doing a lot of damage on your target, and you'll probably be able to kill them or get them very low. So before we talk about the best conduits that I think that you should use in Arena as a Ret Paladin, let's talk about where you get them from. So first off, you get them from world quests, you get them from dungeons, mythic dungeons, raids, and mythic raids, and also from the PvP vendors, conquest or honor PvP vendors. And their eye level range is anywhere from 145 to 226. So for example, if you're doing mythic Castle Nathria, you can get 226 item level conduits. If you do heroic, you can get 213. If you do normal, you can get 200. If you do raid finder, you can get 184. And then I believe it's the same as mythic dungeons. The higher the mythic level, the higher the conduit level you'll be able to get. So that's where you get them from. And also from the world quests. Some world quests have them, and they're either going to be 158, 171 eye level, or 184 eye level. I think that depends on your eye level as well. So now let's talk about my favorite conduits right here. First off, we have endurance conduits, we have finesse conduits, and potency conduits. These are all the ones I have right now. They're all 184, and I have a 200 one here from a raid I did last week. So the best ones in my opinion are Ringing Clarity, Shielding Words, Templar's Vindication, Echoing Blessing, and Light's Barding. So as you can see, this is like a talent tree sort of, and you can mix and match the conduits depending on your playstyle as a Ret Paladin, or any class for that matter. So I use the Pelagos tree because I think it's better than the Cleo one. Pelagos gives you combat meditation. So when you use Divine Toll, it increases your mastery by 350 for 10 seconds. So if you blow your cooldowns, use Divine Toll, you'll have 350 mastery for 10 seconds. And if you implement this in your burst rotation correctly, you'll do a lot of damage. And also, if Ringing Clarity procs and you cast Divine Toll 3 extra times on the main target, you will absolutely destroy someone. So the higher the eye level, the higher the percent chance of each of these conduits are. So for Divine Toll, 184 eye level, you have a 52% chance to cast 3 extra times on the main target. If it was a 200 one, the percentage chance would be higher, and so on and so on. The higher the eye level, the better the percent chance is. So the next conduit I use is Shielding Words. Casting Word of Glory grants you a shield that prevents damage equal to 19.5% of the healing done by Word of Glory. So like I said before, the higher the conduit level, the higher the percentage, and the better the conduit is for you. And then Templar's Vindication. Templar's Verdict has a 39% chance to strike again for 30% of its damage. So for example, you use a Templar's Verdict, it does X amount of damage. You have a 39% chance to strike again for 30% of its damage. So that's really helpful during a burst window. If this procs, you'll be doing extra damage. And then the other ones I was talking about are Echoing Blessing. So this is more of like if you're struggling to be mobile as a Ret Paladin. Ret Paladins are really, really bad at mobility in Arena. So if you want extra mobility, you can use Echoing Blessings right here. Blessing of Freedom increases the target's movement speed by 6.5% chance. Blessing of Protection, Blessing of Sacrifice reduce the target's damage taken by 6.5% chance. So this is really good if you're using Freedom on yourself and you want to move faster. And you can pair this up with your talent. Where's the talent tree? Unbound Freedom right here. Blessing of Freedom increases movement speed by 30%. So if you use this plus Echoing's Blessing, you'll be able to move 36.5% faster and be able to catch those targets that are kiting you or running away from you, etc., etc. And this would also probably pair really well with this legendary power right here. Let me see. How do we get to the legendary powers? Isn't it Shift J? Okay, yeah. So powers, Uther's Devotion right here. This is a legendary power right here. If you put this on your chest with Echoing Blessing and Unbound Freedom, your Blessing of Freedom, Blessing of Sacrifice, and Blessing of Protection cooldowns are reduced by 1 second per holy power spent. So essentially this legendary power essentially removes the cooldown on your Blessing of Freedom. So you'll most likely have Freedom up all the time and you'll be running at a 36.5% speed or higher depending on the eye level of your conduit. So that conduit pairs really well with Uther's Devotion and the PvP talent Unbound Freedom right here. And then we have also, like I said, Templar's Vindication can also pair really well with another legendary power right here. I don't think I have it. It's called Final Verdict. Oh, I do have it. So replaces Templar's Verdict with Final Verdict, a devastating strike that deals 3,000 holy damage, has a 15% chance to activate Hammer of Wrath and reset its cooldown. So the more Templar's Verdict you're getting off, the higher percent chance you will have to proc this cooldown and reset your Hammer of Wrath and be able to burst more. So that pairs really well with that one. So we went over these four, and now the last one, which I'm going to put here in my last slot, is called Light's Barding. This is also good for mobility. It increases the duration of your Divine Steed by 65%. So next week I'm going to put it right here and then finish off my conduit table tree here. Doesn't have to look exactly like this. So if I want to be more mobile against certain teams that I'm fighting in Arena, I can just switch the Echo's Blessing right here and then get rid of Templar's Vindication, because ringing clarity is a must that you should have. So it would look something like this with Light's Barding, and then I can put my legendary on, Uther's Devotion, and just be super fast in Arena. With Light's Barding, Echoing Blessing, Unbound Freedom, and Uther's Devotion, I'll just have Freedom on me all the time, and I'll be running at like 36% speed or higher, depending on the conduit level of your Echoing Blessing. So that works really well. You can also use the middle slot if you want, but for now I'm just going to keep it the way I had it before. I want the most damage possible right now, and this is the way I do it right here. Templar's Vindication. And then next week when when this slot is open, I'll probably use Light's Barding right here to finish off the tree. And these are also good ones as well. Truth's Wake is a decent one. I don't like it because it burns it. Wake of Ashes is like a dot. It just puts a dot on your target, and it does an additional 70% damage over 6 seconds. So I don't think that's really too good. Virtuous Command is actually a decent one, because Judgment grants you Virtuous Command for 5 seconds, which causes your Templar's Verdict, Crusader Strike, Blade of Justice, and auto attacks to deal an additional 10.4% additional holy damage. So that's really good. Every time you're using Judgment, you'll have Virtuous Command on you, and you'll be able to do sustained damage throughout the match. Whereas my build is more of like a bursting type of build, where I just burst and hopefully try to kill you in that burst. So there we have it. These are all the best conduits in my opinion for Ret Paladins. You can mix and match them however you want, depending on what teams you're fighting. And make sure to use the Pelagos tree, because combat meditation is really, really good. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a like. Those really help me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again. Peace out.